So guys, and welcome back. I thought I'd have a look through some of the latest pages on Chinese adventure bikes that are hitting the market here in Spain, some of which I viewed yesterday, and I uploaded a short video of the dealership in Murcia who stock most of these brands. But I just thought I'd go through their web pages and look at the comparable things on the bikes and the costing, etc., and just do a basic review from their websites and see what I think. So we'll see, the first one I'm looking at is the QJ motor SRT 800X, and I spoke about this one when I went around the showroom. If you look at the video, you'll see a few video shots of it. Quite an impressive looking bike. The price of this, the SRT 800X, including luggage that's offered as a promotional, so you get the top box and two side boxes within the price, was €8,300 on the road. So looking further down, you've got a couple of colour choices. I believe there's a red one and there's a green one. So there's the red version. You can see it's got spoke wheels, rear hugger, and very normal looking adventure style riding style to the bike. They're doing promotional offers on finance, etc., and you can see insurance is thrown in free. Top box and boxes original from QJ are free. Free test rides, 6 years guarantee, and the QJ 800 is 754cc, which is basically a 750, and it puts out 76 horsepower and 67 newton meters of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. So 76 horsepower, 67 newton meters of torque is available in an A2 version, which is 35 kilowatt. And here we can see the colours. You can see the basic red one there, and there's also, I believe, a bluey grey one, if I can get it to come up. So there's the grey version. So the grey version is a bit less in your face, and the red one's a bit more lively looking. So you can see it's got pretty impressive looks to it. Looks okay. Top highlights: so it's 750cc, 754 twin cylinder, 8 valves, liquid cooling, as I just said before, 76 horsepower, 67 newton meters of torque at 6,500 revs, electronic injection system. It's got a full 7-inch multifunction TFT screen, full LED lighting, suspension with inverted forks. Now the travel on the suspension is not great on this particular model. Looking at it, it's got 155 millimeters of travel and a monoshock adjustable preload and extension in the rear axle. And again, I would imagine the travel is going to be pretty similar on the back, front and back, about 155. So the wheels are spoked aluminium rims with Maxxis Max Venture tyres, adjustable brake and clutch lever, handguards, USB charging socket, rear wheel stand support. So that shows us that there's no centre stand. There are pegs on the rear wheel for putting on a paddock stand. Looking at this picture, it shows it's got double discs ABS brakes with a radial double disc piston caliper, and a 260 disc on the rear wheel. Looks to be an in-house braking system. QJ Motors stamped on the braking caliper there, so it's probably an in-house thing. 2-in-1 exhaust, which is pretty much the same as most of these style bikes. You can see the luggage there that's included. So looking at this, basically doesn't show a plethora of extra added features within the bike. It doesn't give a lot of details, whether it's got cruise control, etc. I'm not too sure. So that's as far as it goes on the page. There are other places you can look. So they've got a few models in this particular lineup. They've got the SRT 550, the SRT 800, which we just looked at, and the SRT 550 again. So yeah guys, that's the QJ Motors 800. So looking at that, like I said, with all the luggage, the rear racks, you're looking at about €8,300 on the road for a 750cc. So we'll jump on to the next one, and most of you will heard about the Cove. They've made some headway in the Dakar Rally with this particular model, the 800, and I believe a 450 maybe. Yeah, so the 800, 800X Pro, the lightest and most powerful adventure bike in its segment. Discover the Cove 800X motorcycle and its unique features. Now we're jumping up in price on this. We're looking at this now on the road. It's showing a €9,899 price tag, so that's at least €1,000 more than the Vosges 900. So we'll see if there's any offers further down for luggage. So you can see there's a few colours available in this. We're looking at a green colour, which you can see there, which is a khaki green, pretty Triumph looking colour there. And we've also got a grey model again, like we did with the previous QJ. So I prefer the green out of the two. Now, some good features about this bike. It's showing 95 brake horsepower, same as the Vosges. 210 kilometers top speed, similar to the Vosges. Seat height a bit higher than the Vosges, 875. Ground clearance, an impressive 275mm ground clearance. Dry weight 171 kilo and a wet weight of 190. That's the curb weight. Tank capacity slightly bigger than the Vosges. So yeah, guys, what do you think about this particular model? Again, like we just said, it's $1,000 dearer than the Vosges, but there's been a lot of interest in this particular model. Like I say, it competed in the Dakar. There was quite a few videos out, and it did reasonably well. It obviously didn't get anywhere near the leader table, but it has some good stages, and the technical sheet is there. The interesting thing about the Cove 800, and this will be impressing a lot of people, is the fact that it's got a high ground clearance. The seat is a bit higher for those of you a bit more leggy. We still look to have the same 21-inch front wheel and a 19-inch rear. Without going into the specs, I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, I don't know what extra features it's got on the bike, but the weight certainly is impressive at 50 kilos less than the Vosges. So 50 kilos is a lot of weight, guys. So looking at some of the features, so let's have a look at this now. We've got a vertical TFT screen. Gives you all the information in a vertical mode. Very sort of stage rally Dakar-ish, if you like. A lot of bikes who do these type of stage rallies have got this type of screen on them. Engine-wise, not much on the engine. Just shows you the side of the engine, sight view for oil on the engine, unlike the Vosges. Yep. Tubeless wheels again with I believe these are Pirelli Scorpion tyres, the same as the Vosges, but obviously more rated for on and off road. And they do say in their bump for this particular bike it's 100% on road and 100% off road. There's no 60-50 or whatever division. It's fully fully useful for both on and off road. So yeah, guys, some interesting features on this particular bike. Tyres, I was just saying, Pirelli Scorpion Rally SRT, so that's the name of the tyre. Promotional video on the site, and it looks fairly light and well handling. Whether it'll come out with luggage versions for the back as well, this could be a real contender if you don't mind shelling a bit of extra money out. And €1,000, to be honest, if you're going to buy a bike as a keeper, is neither here nor there. It seems to have the same brake horsepower. Let's just let it go around again. I'm sure it was 95 brake horsepower. License A again. 79cc. Just let's scroll around again, guys, see if it put it up. Power, yeah, it's the same, 70 kilowatt, which is 95 brake horsepower. So you've got a super light bike. It puts out the same weight, same horsepower as the Vosges that we've got for €1,000 more. So this is an interesting proposition, guys. Looks good. It looks to have good ground clearance, and it looks fairly rugged. So yeah, 3 driving modes. So a big thing about the Vosges, we've got 4 driving modes as standard. We've got rain, sport, and road, and we've also got enduro. So we've got a few modes on, one more mode I should say. There's no enduro showing up on this, but I suppose what they're thinking, if you turn off the ABS and the traction control, you basically have got the Enduro mode there. So it's probably going to be basically sports mode without traction and ABS on it. Brakes with disconnectable ABS, like I've just said, 3 modes, rear brake, type disc, Thai ISCO single piston calipers. They're the brake manufacturers. Got a steering damper similar to the Vosges. Tyres, Acron tubeless spoked wheels, maximum resistance and performance on any terrain. Aluminium crankcase cover, full LED lighting, anti-fall protection bars. Tank capacity 19 litres. Multifunction controls on the handlebars. You've got USB-C and A, and pretty much that's it, all it tells us. It gives us the wheelbase and the weight, etc. So that's the Cove, guys, and that's going to be an interesting bike, and the lighter one as well. Although the Cove Rally, I think it's a 450, again it's coming in around 10 grand, so it's not a cheap bike. It goes through a few models there, so we'll get on to the next one, which will be the Benelli TRK. Now the 502 TRK was very, very popular in Italy, mainly because of the brand. Now we know the brand is Chinese owned, but there's a lot of loyal fans in Italy that still see it as an Italian brand. So the Benelli is available in 3 colours. You've got green, you've got a white and red accent, and you've got a grey. We'll go further down. So this one is a 700cc. So we're swapping. This is the smallest out of the 3 up to now. We've had the 800, we've had a 750, now we've got a 700. And the recommended retail price on this for the full version, not the limited A2 version, is 7,790. So you're under the €8,000 mark, and they're also throwing in the cases as a promotion. Case promotion: original Benelli cases, aluminium top case, side cases and hardware, completely free with the purchase. Promotion valid to 31st of July 2004. So guys, yeah, some interesting features on this one. I think this bike will sell quite well. It's quite an imposing bike. Or the 502 was a very, very big looking bike, an imposing bike when it came out, and comfortable as well. So I'm guessing with the extra few ponies this gives you over the 502, it's going to be a much better proposition for those who thought the displacement of the 500cc was a bit limited. You've now got a 700cc version. So looking quickly at the stats on this, we've got wet plate clutch, 6-speed gearbox, EFI final drive chain, basically all the things that we know with all the rest of it. Looking at the max power, we've got 70 brake horsepower on this particular bike. At 70 brake horsepower, and it's saying 8,750 revolutions per minute, so that's its maximum brake horsepower. It's not giving any newton meters that I can see unless I'm missing it. Yes, it does at the top. 68 newton meters of torque at 6,250 revs per minute. Rear suspension travel 50 millimeters. Now that can't be right, surely. That's only just 2 inches, so that might be a typo. Front suspension upside down telescopic forks. Front travel is 140. I just can't see the rear suspension travel being 50, but who knows. The rear tyre is 160, 60, 17, and the front tyre, it doesn't give any details, just says not applicable. Front tyre is 120, 17, so rear and front are both 17-inch tyres. Quite strange that they should be the same, but there we are, guys. So the front and back tyre are equal. Bigger tank on this one, 20-litre tank. Width, including mirrors, 925. Seat height, a very, very low seat height in this one, guys. It's 790 millimeters. And yeah, so there, guys, we have the Benelli. I think this one's going to sell well. It's very accessible. They say 700cc. It's got enough power in there. It's got a low seat height. It's more road based, obviously, because of the suspension travel and the road wheels on it, but another contender. So what haven't we covered? We've gone across the Cove. We've got the SRT, which was the QJ. Let's get over to the CF Moto. And the CF Moto, the one we're all familiar with and we've heard about, is the CF Moto 800 MT, which is the basic version, the sports version. They also do another version that's got the spoke wheels and an Explore version, which is the top of the line version. So the basic version in this particular bike, we can see this more road biased. It's got alloy wheels. Both wheels seem to be a similar size on the photo that I can see in front of me. We'll go down a bit. There's two available colours. There's blue, this is the basic one, and there's the Nebula Black, which is that version. And this is the basic 800 MT Sport version. Features TFT instrumentation, 7-inch display. I believe this bike's got cruise control. It hasn't got a centre stand as standard. So again, you've only got side stand on this. Technical characteristics. This 800cc puts out 67 kilowatts, maximum torque, and 75 newton meters. 67 kilowatts. I don't know what that is in brake horsepower unless we find it further down. It doesn't say there. I'm guessing it's going to be about 80 brake horsepower. Yeah, so front tyres slightly bigger. They're not the same as the previous one. The front tyres are 19, the rear tyres 17. KYB inverted forks. Suspension on this particular model, you've got shock travelers 160 on the rear, 150 on the front. So again, it's more road based and more road biased than some of the other bikes. The Cove being the best of the bunch for all round riding. Yeah, so not a lot in that, guys, apart from the price on it, and I'm just trying to find the price. Is at the top there, and we can see we're starting to jump up now. This is without the luggage with this, so we're now up to the €10,000 price tag for the CF Moto Basic 800 MT. It's got a few good features, but it's lacking a few features as well. Centre stand and a few other bits and bobs. These bikes rapidly jump up when you get to the next one, which is the spoke version. I believe it jumps up to like 10,007, and if you're going up to the Explore version, that jumps up to something like 12,006, and that's without any luggage. So a big jump in this particular bike. And of course, back to the one we know and we're all interested in, and a lot of us are riding and have bought. It's the BMW engine-based 900 DSX, and for my way of thinking, and I'm biased, I have got this one. I would be interested in the Cove. I like the design of the Cove. I like the fact it's very, very light, 50 kg lighter than this bike. Wet weight, of course. But the price of this one knocks all the others out of the water. It's a bigger engine, but then again, it's a bigger weighted bike, and the Cove puts out the same power for a lot less weight. So that we know all about the details on this one, guys. It's fully loaded, this bike. It's fully capable of everything you want to throw at it. It's got a plethora of extras built in for €8,888 on the road, and the cases are being offered as a promotion. As we've said before, it says at the bottom here, promotion of original aluminium suitcases. Top case by Lobu for $898, and that's valid till the end of this month, the 30th of the 6th. So guys, no need to go any further on this one. We all know the plethora of built-in things that are in the Vosges 900. Still loving mine. Would love to try the Cove 800. I think that's going to be a big hitter, especially if it's got decent luggage that you can put on it. I think that's going to be one that's really going to put the cat among the pigeons, to be honest, guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a screen grab. I've gone from page to page. I've tried to give you my thoughts and my views on it, and gone through all the major contenders we're looking at the moment. So we've got QJ, Cove, Benelli, CJ Motors, CF Moto, sorry, and Vosges Motos. So we've got the main 5 that are in the limelight at the moment. There are other bikes around as well. There's the Mac Boar that I was looking at yesterday that I pronounced a few times wrong in the video, but it is Mac Boar. They've got more mid-size adventure bikes, but they've got some very cheap options out there. So there's a plethora of bikes to look at if you're coming into this segment at a really cheap price. So guys, keep an eye out for my videos. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. hit that subscribe button, guys. It's really helping me out. I've got more subscribers in the last few weeks than I've got in the last couple of years while I've been doing these videos, and it's all down to you guys and your support for these videos. So thanks again for all your time and patience for watching these videos, even though some of them you might not like. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace out and take care. Ride safe.